Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.
Chapter 5. Contributions of Property. In this chapter, we'll examine charitable contributions of real property. In general, the amount of a charitable contribution of personal property is generally the fair market value of the property at the time of the contribution. However, there are specific rules that apply depending on the type of property contributed. The different types of property that might be given to a qualifying organization fall into several categories: clothing and household items, cars, boats, and airplanes, taxidermy property, property that is subject to a debt, partial interest in a property, fractional interest in a property, business inventory, or intellectual property, for example, a patent. Let's begin by looking at the rules for clothing and household items. The IRS states that the deduction can be taken for clothing or household items only if the items are in, quote, good used condition or better, end quote. If the property being given is worth more than $500 and a qualified appraisal is included with the return, exceptions may be made to this rule. Household items include the following: furniture and furnishings, electronics, household appliances, linens, and other similar items. There are no acceptable formulas in determining the fair market value of these items. The fair market value of clothing and household items is usually far less than the original purchase price. Generally, these items are worn, out of style, or no longer useful. For clothing, IRS Publication 526 states that one should, quote, claim as the value the price that buyers of used items actually pay in used clothing stores, such as consignment or thrift shops, end quote. A quick trip to such a shop could provide insight into the true fair market value of any items in question. It is always a good idea to maintain documentation to support valuation of items with pictures, canceled checks, receipts, and even newspaper articles and photos that describe these items or their fair market value. This evidence should be maintained by the client, but does not need to be included with a tax return. Now let's take a look at review question number 8. Mary donates a 5-year-old leather coat in good condition to the Salvation Army. She paid $1,500 when the coat was new. True or false? To determine its fair market value, Mary should multiply the cost of a new replacement coat by 50%. The correct answer is false. The fair market value of used clothing is usually far less than the price paid for them. There are no fixed formulas or methods for finding the value of items of clothing. Mary should claim as the value the price that buyers of a similar used coat actually pay in used clothing stores, such as consignment or thrift shops.
Like what you see? Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.